the world's bananas have been saved by the cool wit of Etheric Man. The generic laboratory nematode released in the Amazon rainforest by Etheric Man have turned back the pandemic banana plague. Tune in next week for Etheric Man takes on the ozone hole.
And welcome to Psychology Now with Dr. Broadback, the world's foremost psychiatric authority on intimate alien encounters.
Hello, I'm Dr. Broadback. Thank you for joining in. We have a very interesting and unusual topic of discussion today. I'm sure most of you have heard of an incident where someone has been abducted by an alien from outer space. We can't help but wonder how this could be possible. Well, the answer is yes, it is possible. It happened to two people I know, and they're here with us today. We'll be talking with them in just a moment. But first, I'd like to say that I've done extensive research on this topic in order to establish a better understanding on the incidents of this nature. And throughout my 30 years of practice, I've become a specialist on the subject. My two guests, Rhonda and Quentin, have been patients of mine for many years, and it happened to each one. Rhonda and Quentin are victims of alien abductions, and they've agreed to come on my show to share their story. Thank you both for being here. We'll start with Rhonda. Rhonda, tell me about your first experience with an alien.
I'm not sure when it all started. I mean the first encounter, but it was at a very young age, and I that I could not understand what was happening until many years after therapy with Dr. Broadback. The first time I saw the alien was back when I was going to elementary school. It was when I was in the 3rd grade. Oh yeah, that's when it first happened. It was so weird. But I like going to school and I like my teacher. She was real nice, you know. I remember before it happened too, I was just an ordinary kid like every other kid, you know. I'd be going to school, learning to read and write and do math. And recess was fun. I was the best one at playing jump rope. Even when it was cold outside, I was so anxious to go to play jump rope that I forgot to put my coat on. But that didn't bother me. My mom always made me put my coat before I went to school when it was cold outside, because she said that if I didn't wear it, I would get the flu. And the flu always gave you a fever, and she didn't want me to get a fever and have to go to the doctor. Maybe that's why I forgot to put it on when I went to recess. Maybe it was being rebellious or something, I don't know, but I sure like recess and playing with my friends. There was a group of us who always meet by the swings, and then we would decide who got to go first. I liked it when I was first, and you know, when my mother was right one time, I did get the flu, but anyway, I was the best jump roper in all...
Yes, Rhonda, I see. That's very interesting. Now, when you first saw this alien, you were in your bedroom.
Yes, it was short with round head and these eyes.
Like the drawing I have here of your description from your hypnosis session.
That's right, it was like a dream, you know. It was in the middle of the night after I had already gone to sleep. Then I thought I heard a noise and I woke up. First I saw it over then in the corner of my room, the alien. And then I could see it moving towards me and I was so scared. It looked like he was carrying an instrument. He was holding the instrument in his hand and moving towards me with it, engulfing me in a bright light, a light force, a powerful force, as if both the creature and I were moving upward. The light faded. I found myself in a strange lavatory with markings, hieroglyphics, gauges, and the alien was still holding the instrument. I was so afraid. I knew I'd been taken to his spacecraft, and then Dr. Broadback.
Then the alien did something to you.
He sure did. It's something that I used to not like to talk about, but now, thanks to you, I can. The alien,
It's called probing.
Thank you. It's still hard to say it, but yes, he did. He did probing.
And how did that make you feel?
Oh, I felt like I was violated, you know?
Of course. Now, my next guest is Quentin. He's been a patient of mine for the past 12 years. Quentin, your first experience with aliens happened to you when you were a young age as well. When you were 7 years old, to be exact.
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, you see, yeah, I saw him in my room at night.
And there were 3 of them?
Yes, like you say, 3.
And you were scared?
Well, sure, but I think I was more confused and scared because I didn't know what it was. But I definitely saw something, and it seemed like a dream, but it wasn't. I'm not sure. It was a soft glow that sort of lit up that part of the room, above and off to the side of my bed. But I could see images within the glow, and the glow seemed to grow brighter, and the images became clearer. Yeah, but I really wasn't scared. It was one of the few times in my life I wasn't afraid. but it was somehow different than the way Rhonda saw it. But I just can't describe how it was different.
Of course. And did they have contact with you in any way? Did they do things to you as well?
I don't remember anything like that, but I guess it could have happened like other people say. I'm not sure. It seemed like whenever I hear people seeing aliens, they do things to them. So maybe one goes with the other. Maybe they did and I just don't remember. Or maybe I saw an angel. Or maybe a spiritual experience.
Quentin, let me help you. Quentin, you sound confused, Quentin. In some cases, when someone experiences a traumatic event, they suppress the memory. And that must be what happened in this situation. We had some success with many patients, including Quentin, with hypnosis. Remember the hypnosis sessions, Quentin, the hypnosis session.
Oh, sorry, doctor. It was quite an experience. I saw a green alien and no, it was two. No, it was three green aliens. Isn't that right, Dr. Broadback? I saw their green aliens beside my bed looking at me. Later we boarded their ship.
Extensive clinical data shows that it is not an unusual case for people to imagine spiritual experience due to a traumatic experience or stress. And the belief in these spiritual beings play a role in the psyche of those under stress offers an imaginative world or a connection to some god or being that serves as a justification for their small trivial lives. They escape into a wonderland of pleasant possibilities, and I, for one, would not deny them of their fantasies. What concerns physicians specializing in alien encounter is not these imaginary godlike miracles, but the question remains as to why do so many people report alien encounters, and why do most bear Roswell-type features that are most exactly the same in each case. We are speaking of the traditional great types such as the Rhonda's illustration, and naturally we exclude spiritual phantoms necessary for escape from stress. Those cases are best left to abnormal clinical care. Our research uses most extensive scientific data concerning only those experiences that bear similarities to the Greys. It is clear that the majority of these cases are actual alien encounters of a higher mind. A mind that is inquisitive about earth-bound humans, and are here collecting scientific data by experimenting with certain hand-picked specimens like Rhonda. Next week, I will give explanatory dissertation about phenomenon of alien device implementation. Plus, I will have a short film documentary showing several true cases of device implementation. Until next time, this is Dr. Broadback and Psychology Now.